So I know when you're just getting started in horses, there is a lot of things to get and a lot of options on what to get. I got one of these in the mail and just wanted to pop through and give you some suggestions on things to get and maybe some things that you don't need that will do dual purpose if you just get one. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is a turnout blanket. So you can also get what they call a stable sheet. Stable blanket, stable sheet. The turnout blanket does the same thing. It's just designed to stay on your horse a bit easier. So here's the blanket. And then the one that I recommend getting is the turnout blanket because it can do both. It can work when your horse goes out in the pasture or it's just in the stall. You want this for keeping your horse clean in the winter if you're going to a show, or if you have a horse that's clipped or is cold, that's a good thing to get. So most of the time you're not going to need the heavyweight. The midweight would be just fine, unless your horse has like a medical condition or is old or something like that. But they do a really good job of keeping themselves warm. If you give them extra hay when they appear cold, that is one thing that can help. So a turnout blanket. Next thing I'm going to recommend is going to be a sheet, a nylon sheet that keeps the horse a lot cleaner than the cotton ones do. The nylon sheet is good so that when it's the summertime and you want them to stay clean, they're not going to get super hot and sweaty. I also like the Schneiders ones because they have this adjustable part on the withers or on the shoulder right here. That helps in case you have a horse that gets rubbed on the withers. You can adjust the fit there so that it doesn't cause that. And then the next thing I'm going to recommend would be, they call them slickers. I call them sleazies, but you want one of these to keep your horse nice and clean. And if you have a banded mane or a braided mane, that helps keep it nice as well. My preference is for the 3/4 zip and the full face. I feel like the no face maybe doesn't stay up as well. And the 3/4 is great because you can have it open a little bit so it's easier to put on them. A lot of times with the full zippers, it's hard to get started if your horse is wiggling or if it gets a little warped or a little dirty. If any manure gets stuck in there, it's like impossible to get it started. So 3/4 is good. The no zipper, some of the horses don't like having that tight all the way down, so I would recommend this one with the full face. Last thing I'm going to recommend from here that's kind of a must-have, it would be one of these bridle racks, these travel ones, because you always have so many things that you need to hang up to help keep your tack room or your aisle clean when you're at horse shows. So those are just a few things that I'd recommend when you're just getting started. If you got one of these in the mail and see something else that you love, let me know.